Hey, how's it going? Today, I just want to show you a new backpack that was sent out to me by Alpaka Gear. This was sent out for review. So while they did send it out for this video, all these opinions are mine, and they had no say on the final release of this. So getting into it, it is a minimalist EDC backpack at 24 liters. This is just the black variant. They have one in black multicam, and then I think two other black versions that have different materials. Those use X-Pack, but I believe it's only on the front panel here. The sides are still this main body material, which is 500D Cadre, and then on the bottom they put a 1680 denier ballistic nylon for more hard-wearing areas. And so it's right on the bottom, and then they pull it up to the front here, which is nice. So it's really just those two materials on this bag. It's nice, clean, very clean lines on it too, which I like. For the straps, so nice contoured straps, wide. I'm used to like the GoRuck straps. Those are very wide, so this is very nice, comparable to that. But not as thick, not as cushy, I'd say. Not as much time for breaking in, so I was very happy with that. Just one grab handle on top. It's just some webbing that's folded over, but it seems like they put some padding in there or something. And then sternum strap, just like I think it's one of their proprietary buckles. It works fine. And then you can take it off completely. It's just hooked in there. You got, I think, 4 loops here to adjust it. Oh, and some strap organizers down here too. And then I should note too, on the inside of these straps, they got this awesome geometric patterning. It kind of looks like a mountain range, and I worried that these peaks, they might kind of dig into my shoulders, but that was not the case. Very happy with these guys. And then I'll show you the back panel here. So just 2 foam paddings there with an air channel in the middle. I noticed a little bit more lumbar support in the bottom. Very happy with that. Oh, and there's no frame sheet in it, so like you can kind of fold it right down. The bag does have some structure, but yeah, there's no actual frame sheet in it. So for the pocketing on the outside, there's really only one. It's under this flap here. It's a reverse coil zipper. It's very narrow. Like if you look at my hand, you can only really get my fingers in there. So I just keep like a packable tote bag for shopping. You can fit like a phone, like a notebook, but they're gonna be horizontally. And there's nothing up here, nothing on the front. So it's clean, but minimal. And then on the sides here, you got 2 water bottle pockets, but I just throw in like sunglasses and some gloves. So I'll show you on the back side here, because they have a nice elastic webbing to pull it nice and tight to the bag when you don't have anything in there. And it is gusseted, but I was not able to fit in like a 1 liter Nalgene. On their website, they say you can fit in a 1 liter water bottle, but it definitely does depend on the dimensions. So like the width of this at the bottom is 3.5 inches, and it's like, it just, barely gets in there. You're really stressing it. And I mean, if the aesthetics is something you're looking for, that kind of messes it up, and it does push into the bag. So if the bag's fully packed out, you're gonna have a hard time getting that in. But I have like another water bottle here, and that fits in much easier. So like taller, skinnier ones will be fine. Anything under 3.5 inches is gonna like fit in there really nicely. So getting into the bag, there's just the one zipper opening here, and it is AquaGuard, and it's very smooth. I've been very happy with this, but I have noticed the zippers a little bit loud. Again, coming from a GoRuck with no zipper pulls, no metal zipper pulls. They only have like those paracord ones with a heat shrink wrap on them. So that kind of bothered me, but if you put them like right down where the water bottle pocket is, it gets a little bit better, and it actually kind of covers it. And they are lockable, which is not something you see a lot on an EDC backpack, more for travel bags, but I wouldn't recommend this for traveling just due to the size and minimalism of it. So getting into it, it's a half zip bag, so opens nicely just like that. Kind of similar to like an Evergoods half zip bag. I know they were kind of showcasing that. And then for the pockets on the inside, you just got these two on the front flap. This top one here is a mesh. It's really narrow. I was able to fit in like some headphones, but I can't really fit in like my cell phone. I can't, just barely goes. And if I do that, it's the only thing in there and it's kind of stretching it a little bit. I wasn't able to fit in my sunglasses with the case, only without, but I wasn't a big fan of that. And then below that is the next pocket. Now this one does have its own dimension, which is really nice. And I just threw in like a charger, some hand cream, like a Swiss Army knife, just some random items I wanted to keep out of the way. And then they have these like loops at the top, because like that's it for the pockets. Aside from that, they have this webbing on the front panel here and on the back in front of the laptop sleeve. And then these two loops up here. I believe this is for their hub system. They have these proprietary fid locks that can go in there, and then you can attach like your wallet, or they have all these kinds of like pouches, even like things for your keys. So you could, you know, attach them in nicely. But I just put my keys on like a carabiner and then clip them in the top. That's worked fine for me. So there's my laptop. It's like a 13.5 inch. That fits in there really easily, even with a case. It just slots right in. I think they say you can fit in a 16 inch, like the MacBook Pro. Sometimes in the back here, I'll put like a flashlight or a knife or something, some utility thing. Just like some more pouches, like a tech kit, a pencil case, a battery, a toucan, like a notebook, and that's just in the main compartment there. So the back, the front, and zipper coming down to half, you have this bottom section here. And if you don't use pouches, you're gonna lose a lot of your items in the bottom. So it's highly recommended, yeah, you use some pouches. Oh, actually, I'll show you if I fit some more stuff in, because it is 24 liters, but you can fit quite a bit, in my opinion. So here, actually, I just started throwing all that in, and then we'll throw in some extras. All right, so that on top. So that swallows that up nicely. And all of that just fit into that bottom section here. I could probably fit in a little bit more. Throw in these items again. One thing I noticed too about the pockets on the front panel here, where they end is right at the flex point of this zipper. So no matter what you put in there, even if it is something like, say, like the Bellroy notebook, if I stick that in, I can fit it with everything else in there. There we go. So even though it's that stiff item, I can still fold it down easily. It doesn't hinder that. I noticed on some bags, let's say like the GoRuck, if I had that front pocket, you know, like let's say a notebook in there, I can't flex it like right at the middle, right? I'd have to zip it all the way down and pull it out. So I liked that about this one here. Just shove these back in. Clip this up top. All right. Because these items I'm typically taking with me no matter what I'm doing. Maybe if I didn't have the laptop or didn't need the laptop, right, I'd leave my tech case at home. 2 sunglasses on this water bottle pocket. Not always a huge fan of having that out in the open, but it's been fine for me for the past couple weeks. Okay. So all of that's back in there. Say I had like a camera, like a DSLR, right? It's like a Nikon 610, fits in there easily. It's getting a little colder here in Canada, so throw in like a puffy on the side. Where's that zipper? Oh. So that's easily in there, and maybe even like a shell. See if I can get this all in there. So there we go. That's about fully packed out. I might be able to squeeze in a couple extra things, or like a water bottle. Oh, there we go. Stick these guys in there. There we go. So it is surprising how much you can fit in this, but I'd say it is like a strictly an EDC backpack. It's very slim, very minimal. If you're gonna use it for traveling, you're gonna, I think wish you had a bit more external access, maybe a luggage pass through, or maybe a separate compartment for your laptop so you could get that out for security. Just things like that. And like at 24 liters, it's bordering, let's say, like a large EDC backpack, but a very small travel backpack. How slim it is, because when I'm walking through urban settings, I can slip in and out really easily. I don't feel like I have a turtle shell hanging off my back. It is a little tall. This fits a nice sweet spot. I'm about 5'6", 5'7"-ish. And it fits very nicely on my back. I think if you're a larger person, it will, nestle in there really nicely. I think if you're any like a smaller stature, it might ride a little bit too low on your back, or kind of touch the bottom of your neck, which can be aggravating. But yeah, that is the Alpaka Elements Backpack in black. Thanks.